Hello and welcome to lesson 4 of the First Steps Theory Frenzy tutor book. Now you've learnt now all the bass clef notes, you've learnt all the treble clef notes, so we're now ready to have a look at further areas of study. So in this section you will learn about the scale of C major, dynamics and the crescendo and diminuendo sign. So, the first thing is the scale of C major. You've got to remember that a scale is a group of 8 notes, known as an octave. So when the scale is asked to be written going upwards, it's called an ascending scale. And when the scale is asked to be written downwards, it's called a descending scale. And so your first task is to copy the scale of C major on the treble clef, and you'll see in this example it will be ascending, going up. Then you've got the equivalent of the bass clef scale, starting on the C as an example, and then they ask you to write that scale too. So moving on to dynamics. So dynamics is how loud or how quiet you play within a piece of music. So you've got your forte, your F sign, you've got your piano, which is quiet, you've got your double P, pianissimo, which is very quiet, and then you've got your double F, which is fortissimo, which is very loud. So you just need to remember these dynamics and what they stand for. Over on the other page here, you've then got some symbols which show in-between dynamics, if you like. You've got mezzo forte, which is moderately loud, and mezzo piano, which is moderately quiet. Then you've got what are called, in the trade, gradations of tone, where you gradually get louder. So your crescendo is written at the hairpin as a symbol, but it can also be written as a word as well. And your diminuendo can be written as a symbol or as a word within the music. Then we have a little talk about tempo. So tempo is the rate of speed, how fast you actually play something. So in music you might have a sign that says a tempo, which means go back to the original speed. So all these words you need to learn so that you can recognise them for the exam. So the lesson finishes off by giving you an example of jingle bells written in the book. Okay, and you can see that it's got all sorts of little signs and symbols in it which you're told to answer. So look at the piece below and answer the questions. What does the word a tempo mean? And then explain the following: double F, double P, MF. And then it asks you to write down what bar shows a crescendo marking. And that completes all of lesson 4.